The second most important thing about the turkey is, I believe, is the stock and then the gravy. So if you can create a well-cooked bird and a beautiful stock into a gravy, you win. You win. I mean, you could screw up your potatoes if you wanted to, lumps in there, whatever. This is the important stuff. 3 days ahead of time, you can make your stock and gravy, no problem, which is awesome because these things take a long time to develop the flavors, and you want deep flavors in your gravy. Very easy: celery, carrots, and onions, the mirepoix. And then we have our bones, and then we're gonna add a little bit of bay leaf and some peppercorns as well. We're just gonna chop these vegetables, simple. Just kind of rough, large. So a couple carrots. So we're gonna go pretty large on these, quarters. And that's it, there's your base. We're gonna coat these with a little bit of oil, and we're gonna go out and light our wood-fired oven. If you don't have a wood-fired oven, get one, or just use your oven, it's fine. Crank it up, 450 degrees. A cast iron pan is essential. That's just gonna give you the deep kind of browning that you want on this. What I like to do is get our dried bones out and get them into a bowl. The neck and all the little beautiful pieces. Put a little bit of oil on there. So we got that set. Now we're gonna go preheat our cast iron pan. So come on. There, we got the sizzle. That's what you want right there. Look at that, it's already getting browned. The huge thing about this, the wood-fired oven in roasting bones like this, is gonna give this element of smoke and this depth of flavor that's you know, not traditional, and it's gonna be a lot different from your regular oven at home. See how that turns nice and brown. This is my favorite part. Ooh, look at that color. Yes. So now we're gonna get a little cold water just to cover the bones here. That's what you want. The brown's the flavor. I keep saying brown, but it's really just caramelized flavor we need to capitalize on at every step. We're gonna get our aromatics in there. So we got some bay leaf, just 3 bay leaf, peppercorns, and we're gonna do the stems of parsley. So we're gonna turn it on high heat, and that's it. We're just gonna let it come up to a boil, and then we're gonna strain off all the impurities that come up, all the fat and particles and whatnot. Gonna strain that off, and then we're gonna simmer it until it reduces down by half, and then we're gonna strain it and bring it down to our gravy. Day 2, welcome back. Day 2 of our Thanksgiving prep. So here we go, we got the bones. You can see how cooked out they are. They're all falling apart, and what the most important thing about making a really rich stock is having that collagen break down, and that's gonna be a natural thickener for your sauce. So now that we got all the heavy bones out of there, we're gonna just get this stock strained into our thing here so we can use it for the gravy. Look at that. It's gorgeous. Gravy, I can't say enough about it. It's probably, I mean, for me, it's like a really refined part of Thanksgiving, and it's a pleasure to make. I'm gonna start out with a little shallot and some garlic, and then we have our herbs: sage, rosemary, and thyme. Just kind of a little rough chop there. I'm gonna add some shallot too, right now. And then we'll chop them together. All right, so we got our rosemary all cleaned up. Now we're going to deal with our sage here. It's a classic combination. Give them a little chop. So this is a real easy measurement. Just one stick. Can't screw it up. I love that smell. Butter and onions and garlic. Look at that. It's so simple. Rosemary, sage, and thyme. We're just going to saute that for a quick second here. Now what we're going to do is introduce our flour. This is what makes the gravy thick. You always want to cook a roux. And just go, you don't really have to measure. That's 3 tablespoons there. And I can already tell it's going to be a little loose. So I'm going to go all in with that. That's about 4 tablespoons. So we're going to do I like a little Armagnac or cognac in the gravy. Just gives it a really nice background, a little depth of flavor. Now that we cooked out our alcohol with the Armagnac, we're going to add our stock. I like to do it a couple ladles at first, and then kind of whisk that in. That way you can manage the lumps here. We're going to get real thin. We're going to go all in. So you can see this is about after half an hour of cooking. And what we're left with is this gorgeous velvety velouté, the gravy. It's going to be perfect. And then from the drippings from the resting of the sous vide turkey, we'll add that to the rest, and that'll kind of give it its final boost of flavor. And then you're done. I like being done.